I would actually go live at 4:49, or rather 4:59, which will make it a 4 p.m. stream. But I want to let you guys see why I didn't manage to go live at that time, which is actually a little bit sad, because I was recording this video. Guys. And I literally just recorded this video like right before I went live. I just finished recording this video. An important announcement. And that picture over there is in fact MrPokke. Alright? MrPokke. Other than that, I would say we are gonna be going through some very, very big changes. I was not messing around when I typed this, by the way. We do have a thingy over here. Wait, where was the thingy again? Right here, right? I was not messing around for this. So we are actually going to go through for Pokke Corp. So MrPokke will be having its graduation video. You know how VTubers, they graduate? That is essentially my graduation video. And once MrPokke graduates, that's when we are gonna be getting Pokke Corp. I have contacted my VTuber connections. Apparently it's like really expensive to get a VTuber. Okay, for those of you guys who just came in today, right? This is essentially, wait, what is this service error? Chat, am I blind? Do you guys see this internal server error? Wait, what is that? Internal server error. Wait, what the fuck is that, guys? Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, I got rid of it. Okay, okay, don't worry about it. That was a bit weird. Okay, but in any case, yep. So this was the announcement that I made yesterday at the start of the stream. And it will be my big project going in 2026. MrPokke is gonna be going through their graduation. And we are gonna be getting a whole ass Aboba VTuber model. I don't know how big it's gonna be, and I don't know how long this is gonna take, because honestly, VTubers, it will take like a long ass time to actually get the thing going, right? We already opened up the application process, right? The application process if you want to be part of Pokke Corp. As of right now, if I'm not mistaken, I just checked on my phone. We have 33 applicants as of this time of recording. Wait, let me check again. We have 35 applicants as of the time of this recording. So I'm not sure if y'all can see over here. Oh. So we already have a lot of interest to want to be like editors and scriptwriters and everything. I unfortunately am not making like a 30-man team for Pokke Corp, right? Because at most, I'm just going to be looking for 1 to 2 guys for one gacha, and then 1 to 2 editors for the entire channel. So grand total, if we are going to be logging it down to these games as of right now, probably at most 10. And then when Enfield, all those games comes out, we'll probably get 1 or 2 more. So whenever we have a brand new launch, then we'll get that 1 or 2 more. But then again, we could also like swap in between here and there, because like, if somebody loves Wuthering Waves and Genshin Impact at the same time, and they are like knowledgeable enough for both, they could just be like the one guy covering both games at the same time. Because newsflash, if you play Wuthering Waves, you can actually still play Genshin Impact, right? So it kind of just depends on whether it's gonna be going. Right now, the main 5 games that I'm gonna be looking out for is essentially gonna be CZN, Wuthering Waves, Genshin Impact, Zenless Zone 0, and Uma Musume. Out of all these 5 games, this will be my #1 priority, because with all due respect, out of all 5 games, this is my favorite game as of right now, right? For the other 4 games, it will kind of just depend on the interest as well as like how proficient those guy makers are going to be. Then in the future, I already have 1 guy that wants to do Enfield, so that is already reserved. I don't really know how Azure, Promilla, and NT is going to be, because we haven't really seen their CBT, at least not in recent ages. Last time we played NT was, I think, a couple of months back before TGS. So Azure, Promilla, I've actually not heard or seen this gameplay for like a long ass time. So we're taking. Alright, we also have one guy for Uma. I think for right now, the one guy for Uma is basically locked in. It is gonna be one of our lovely, lovely Uma helpers. Bro has been playing this for like a long ass time. So there's one guy for Uma. I think we have one guy for Season as well. For Wuthering Wave, Genshin Impact, and Zenless Zone 0. I'm gonna be for real. I'm not really sure if I can understand them enough to join Pokke Corp. Because this is as much of a slur as this word is, it is essentially applying for a job. Because there will be an interview process, just like how you will apply for a real life job, right? So right now we have like the application phase, and then we're gonna shortlist these applicants. And once we shortlist these applicants, there will be the interview process. For the editor, I'm just gonna leave it up to my main man, my Mr. Iru. He will be the guy that will essentially take them as his interns. Sort of. It's a little bit like Iru's interns, because I want to make the quality of Pokke Corp a little bit similar to the amount of quality, at least for the guide content for early access server as well as MrPokke, which are all done by Iru, right? So Iru is actually gonna be getting his very own interns. It's so cute. Look at how bro came from being a Clips channel editor for Genshin Impact all the way to his own boss with his own intern, bro. It is so crazy. So that is like the interview process for the editors. For the script writers, this one is a little bit more arbitrary because I don't really have a specific formula for writing scripts, because all the scripts, I think for like almost every single one of the early is essentially all handled by myself. I would want to see how this is going to be looking, because for each different gachas, the concept of each of these games are different from one another, right? Like the guide for a let's just say CZN is gonna be very different from Wuthering Waves, which is very different from Genshin Impact, which is very different from like all these games are very different by its own right. So like the script process for each games will have to be standardized to make it into the same format. So the editor can cook, but the script writers are all gonna be different. So for that, I will probably need it'll be more hands-on, and eventually I will interview you myself. Main things I'm gonna be looking out for is like, number one is probably commitment. I don't really want to keep changing guys in there. So if you can't be committed, then unfortunately I don't think I can take you. That will be like the number one goal, correct? Because I think people coming and going in like a job, in like a real world, is fine. But if they come and go within like 1 week or like 1 month, it's a little bit too fast, and the turnover is not going to be good enough. So that is the number one thing I'm looking out for. Proficiency in your script writing. Proficiency for script writing. So, you know, in real life jobs, there's like those like if a brand new position, right? If they say it's like, okay, we are looking out for like new applicants, right? New freshman graduates, right? There's this little column in the interview, in this form over here, if you guys want to sign up. Prior experience. So MrPokke is literally training you for the job market, because just like in the real world, if you don't have a prior experience, I unfortunately think you're gonna be at a shorter end of it. It's not impossible, right? It's not impossible, but just like in the real world, having prior experience is gonna be very, 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 very favorable, because we don't really have a baseline to establish whether or not this is gonna be like the way that we're gonna cook things. But if you do at least have like a top foundation of like how do you write a script, right? How do you like proper structure of like a guide itself for a gacha game, right? Actually understanding the game itself, how long you've actually played this game. I don't want to fucking casual or like a tourist running, guys. Like I don't want a tourist guy, right? I don't want a like a bare bones, bare minimum guy. Like I want people that actually play these games, right? I don't want a free to play 1 day player plays game for 1 week. Like you really actually have to understand the game that you're applying for. So prior experience is extremely important. So these two things will like be the most important factors to determine if you can come in. Then the editor process, I'll just leave it up to you. So if you are interested in joining our 2026 project for Pokke Corp, kindly join our exclamation Discord. I'll just leave this form here if anyone of y'all wanna see if you're interested. Right, I'll leave this form here. Wait, actually, form for Pokke Corp. Here it is over here. Alright, then we'll just let this cook. And yep, that is pretty much it. I think we can leave this up for the clip journal as well. I'm very, it was not a joke. It was a very serious project. So bada boom, bada bing, bada bang. See you guys on the clip journal. Bye bye. Okay, MrPokke, can I apply as a guide maker for all gacha games? My advice, don't be poor and chat. You know what? Okay, wait. Clip channel, keep rolling. I want to show you guys this comment. I want to show you guys this comment. Hold up. It is fucking ridiculous. Wait. There was this guy that applied to be a Wuthering Wave. Like, he wanted to join the Wuthering Wave department. Mr. 23. That is a very, very interesting job application, if I can say so myself, right? That is a very, very interesting. I'm not sure why you would think that is gonna get you a higher priority when it comes, because I frankly don't give a flying fuck, but I don't care, right? I genuinely don't care whether or not you have like any preferences, favoritism for like whatever other kind of content creators, but yeah, it will not affect like your prejudice in your real life does not affect your qualifications in Pokke Corp, right? So bada boom, bada bing, bada bang, right? You have cooled your last cool, my man.